We really need to get better at celebrating ourselves, not when we achieve things, but because of the effort that we put in. Not celebrating ourselves only when we get to a certain place, when we reach a certain goal, but celebrating ourselves for showing up, for putting in the work, for standing up for ourselves, for believing in ourselves so much that we get up every day, every morning, and we put in the work that is needed on that day in order to get to the next step. There is so much value in the process that we can leverage to stay happy and motivated in our journey towards achieving something. And one thing is actually when we are relying on other people to celebrate our achievements. And what I am saying here, it's not even that we are the ones that need to take the lead in celebrating those achievements for ourselves, but even taking one step back and not even looking at the achievements and waiting for those to happen, but celebrating the tiny little steps that we are taking every day. Because not every day will have an achievement. Not every day we will have a metric to show. Not every day we will see a change. We won't see the result of the effort that we're putting in. But that doesn't mean that we're not putting in the work. And that doesn't mean that that is not worth celebrating. Because it is the consistent showing up. It is the continuous development. It is the act of not quitting what is actually going to take us to the final achievement. And the final achievement is just a tiny moment. It's a second. It's not more than that. So what does life turn into when we only allow ourselves to celebrate ourselves in those moments? How many achievements can you have in your life? And even if it's a bunch, even if you're achieving a lot of things, isn't it a little bit sad that we only allow ourselves to celebrate ourselves when we get there? I think we all deserve to celebrate ourselves every day. Every day is important in our journey. Every day is needed. Every little piece of effort, every little step, every tiny thing is needed for us to achieve whatever it is that we're going to achieve later on. So why not show ourselves some love and appreciation for the work that we're putting in every day? Why wait, not just for someone else to acknowledge what we have achieved, and not even just for us to acknowledge the achievement, but why not just celebrate ourselves today? Notice every day all of the work that you're putting in, all of the effort that you're putting in, whether that is for your personal goals, in your personal life, or whether that is at your job. Every day you're showing up, but you're putting in your energy. You're using your brain, you're focusing. Even if you don't check anything off from the to-do list, it doesn't mean that you didn't work. It doesn't mean that you didn't try. It doesn't mean that you were not engaged in the activity of trying to achieve something, on trying to make something better. So what would your life feel like if you allowed yourself to celebrate you? Not for your achievements, but for the effort that you're putting in. I can assure you that your life would feel different because you would feel so proud of yourself every single day. And this is really not about lowering your expectations. And you might be thinking right now, like, okay, but what's the point of celebrating my effort? Then when you actually get to the achievement, it's not that special because you have been celebrating yourself the entire time. And of course, you should also celebrate the achievement. but one thing doesn't have to cancel the other. And I can assure you that if you are continuously motivating and celebrating yourself because of the effort that you're putting in, it's more likely that you're gonna get to the end result, because you are toning down the self-doubt in you. You are putting more focus and more of your energy into pumping yourself up and showing yourself love and being your own cheerleader. Then it's a lot more likely that you're actually going to continue showing up the next day, because every day you're feeling proud of yourself. There are so many days, so many hours that you have to put in order to achieve different things. And just to give a few examples, if you are trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to reach your next fitness level, whatever that may look like for you, that is going to take time and that is going to take effort. And you are not going to get there if you're feeling miserable about yourself unless you see the result. There are so many days that you will look at yourself in the mirror and you will feel like nothing is working. Like, why am I even doing this? And that is not the attitude towards yourself that is going to get you to the end result, because you're waiting to get there in order to show yourself love. And what you need to be doing is showing yourself love every single day for doing what you had to do on that specific day. And that is it. Because you know what? That is the best that you can do. All you can do is your best. There is really no point in being mean to yourself, in wasting energy, beating yourself up for not seeing a certain result on different days. It's really not worth it. And when you're celebrating yourself, it doesn't mean that you're not going to pivot in your journey. It doesn't mean that you are ignoring the feedback or the learning from the whole process. It doesn't mean that you are neglecting the reality that there may be things that you are doing wrong and that you may have to actually change a few things. What it means is that you have realized that there is no need to rob yourself from your own love until you get to the end result. The kinder you are toward yourself in the process of getting anywhere, the higher the chances that you will get there. And not only that, but the more you will enjoy the journey. I have other videos where I talk about how damaging it is in our journey to compare ourselves to other people, to try to fake confidence instead of actually building confidence through self-love, and on the importance of just enjoying whatever process that you are in, as opposed to living in this illusion that you're gonna feel good about yourself and you're finally going to feel confident when you prove yourself that you are actually good at something because you have achieved that thing. It's not true. It's not true, because once you get there, then there will be another challenge that you haven't faced in the past. And then if you're always thinking that you're going to feel confident when you get there, when you prove it to yourself, then you're going to continue doing this your entire life. And you're always going to be waiting for that moment in the future that doesn't really exist, where you have proven to yourself that you are good enough. You don't have to wait for any of that. You are good enough today, however you are, with the knowledge that you have, and you will become better in the process. And you will know more tomorrow. You will know more in 3 years. The experiences that you go through are going to shape you. That will happen. That has happened until now. You're not the same person that you were 5 years ago. It's all good. It really is just about living in the moment, accepting who you are today, not trying to fake that you are someone else. And by accepting that, that is how you allow yourself to be like, you know what? I am good enough today. I'm going to celebrate the effort that I put in today. Even if I didn't see a result that's any different, That doesn't mean that I am not going to assess what I am doing and take a moment to reflect on what is working, what's not working, and take that feedback the next day to improve. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do that. I am going to do that, but I'm going to do that from a place of love. I'm going to do that from a place of cheerleading myself. I'm going to do that from a place where I have teamed up with myself, and I am a team of two. It's me, and we are cheering each other up. Because you know what? We're looking at each other, me, and this is the conversation that you need to be having with yourself. You're looking at yourself and you're like, you know what? You did a great job today. You put in the work, you showed up, you didn't want to get up this morning, it was super early, you wanted to sleep more, but still you got up in the morning, you went to your class, you went out in the cold, you showed up, you got it done. You showed up for that meeting, you did that Excel sheet that you had to do. You put in the work, and that is worth a celebration at the end of every day. So this is your reminder to celebrate yourself today, to be your own cheerleader every day, no matter if you achieved something or if you didn't. Celebrate yourself because you showed up, because you put in the work, because you took that step that you were supposed to take today.